Roland, Benedict, and Frederica regroup back in the capital. But what they experienced while they were away could very well alter the course of destiny itself.
What is so important you wish to speak to me alone?
Lord Serenoa, promise me you will remain calm, bearing grave news. Your Lord Father has passed.
What? But how? I thought he was recovering.
It was not the illness that took him, my lord. He was assassinated.
Assassinated?
Forgive me. I was unable to stop the villain.
Who would send someone to kill my father? And why?
It was Patriot of the Royalists. He believes House Wolford a hindrance to King Roland's rule. No doubt he meant to kill both you and your father in one fell swoop.
A hindrance?
I can assure you His Majesty knew nothing of this. But disclosing the truth would put us in a precarious position. At worst, it could lead to civil war. It is best you hide the fact of Lord Simon's assassination.
You want me to say he succumbed to his illness? How can I pay respect to my father with such lies on my lips?
My lord, your father entrusted me with one final order.
What did he say?
He asked me to tell you the truth.
The truth about what?
I ask you to listen calmly, my lord. You are not Lord Simon's son by blood. Your true father is King Regna. His Majesty sired a child out of wedlock with the Lady Destra. That child is you. Lady Destra lived in the Crown City, but she was not a woman of means. Someone of her position could never hope to marry a king, or indeed keep her head once the Royalists discovered what had happened. Lord Simon knew this, and so he welcomed her and the baby in her belly to House Wolford. He and I were the only two who knew her secret. We had intended to carry it with us to our graves. But in his last moment, Lord Simon bade me give this to you.
The royal signet of Glenbrook.
King Regna entrusted it, and you, to Lord Simon, as proof of your place in the royal line.
Is this truly who I am?
I know it may be difficult to accept.
No, I believe it. I have never known you to speak false to me. Thank you for telling me what my father wished me to know.
You would still call him father?
He raised me as his own. And besides, I must keep up the pretense in front of the others. Especially in front of Roland. This stays between us, Benedict. We must keep the truth of my parentage and this ring safe.
Of course, my lord. As you command.
Serenoa, I would speak with you before we meet with the others.
Is something the matter? I was led to believe the Rosellan village escaped all but unscathed.
Pray, look at this.
A book?
We recovered it from a band of brigands. It once belonged to the Esfrosti archives. It was authored by one Orlea, my mother. Inside is the truth about the Roselle. Nay, about all Norzelia.
The truth? How would your mother have that knowledge?
The Rosellan people have long passed down the secret of the salt. My mother was a chosen keeper of that history. In ancient times, the Roselle lived in the southernmost reaches of Norzelia, in a place called Centralia. It is said Centralia was on the shore of a vast expanse of salt water they called the sea. Back then, the Norzelia we know was at the bottom of that sea, but a cataclysm dried up all the water, and thus this land came to be. The salt crystallized and sank into the earth, the very earth we now walk upon.
Salt beneath our feet.
After the cataclysm, only one small lake of salt remained. War raged on and on as people fought to control it. The Roselle tried to stop the fighting by digging up a giant pillar of salt to show everyone the secret they had long kept. But Hyzant, whose power over Norzelia came from controlling the lake and the salt it produced, could not allow the truth to get out. They captured the Roselle, branded them criminals who tried to seize control of the salt for themselves, and confined them to the lake.
And what of the pillar?
Hyzant stole it and hid it, inside the very statue of the goddess that towers over the source.
How can you be certain?
During the uprising, my mother broke the statue and recovered a fragment of the pillar within.
The salt crystal found in the Rosellan village. Incredible. If what you say is true, the teachings are a lie. This will shake Hyzant to its very foundations.
And we would be able to free the Roselle from their imprisonment at the source.
With so much at stake, we must be careful in what we do now. Frederica, I would ask for more time to think this through.
Of course. I have every faith in House Wolford. And in you.
That is the extent of what happened during our various endeavors. The passing of my Lord Father, the Royalist scandal, and the book that revealed the truth about the Roselle and the salt. It is time we consider what we shall do to overcome these obstacles facing us.
I still cannot believe how quickly Lord Simon's condition worsened.
It is most devastating. Serenoa, did your father say nothing else to you? Before he...
He bade me lead House Wolfort well.
I see. Then we must all do what we can to help you honor that request.
Your Majesty, what do you plan to do about the Royalists who misappropriated supplies?
As far as I've been able to discern, those involved acted out of greed and self-interest. They must all be punished. Nothing less than exile from the kingdom or execution will suffice.
But there are those among them who support the Glenbrook line. Will that not impact your governance?
Perhaps. But to pardon their crimes would kindle the people's ire. We must make an example of them. To appease the people. To make clear the consequences of engaging in such foolhardy behavior.
Did something else happen in the capital, King Roland?
Nothing you need concern yourself with. But I must say, I was shocked to learn of that Rosellan legend. Do you suppose the contents of that book could be true?
The part about their homeland, Centralia, that sits upon a vast saltwater sea? That of the untapped salt crystals beneath Norzelia? Or that, in order to monopolize the salt trade, Hyzant fabricated the Roselle's sins? That the pillar of salt Hyzant stole from the Roselle is hidden within the statue of the goddess? If any of it is true, it would turn everything we know on its head. It would mean the teachings of the Holy State are not but lies.
It does sound unbelievable, but we have already seen part of this legend for ourselves.
The crystal from the Rosellan village?
That crystal is a fragment from the pillar within the statue of the goddess. One my mother obtained during the uprising.
It fits perfectly.
Apparently, Lady Orlea penned the book detailing the legend for Frederica.
She did. She enchanted it so no one could open it, but left me the key to break the spell. This pendant.
I doubt a mother would go to such lengths to lie to her daughter.
Then we agree the legend contains at least a seed of truth.
Your Majesty, we have received word that the survivors of the Duchy's army are amassing.
What? Where?
At the Grand Norzellian mines. But we cannot be sure what they are doing. None of our scouts have returned.
These frosty dogs. We will speak later, Serenoa. First, we must put down whatever the Duchy is planning at the mines. I need you and your people beside me.
Of course. We shall ready ourselves for the battle at once.
Extraction is nearly finished. We've secured the amount we were told. Seems such a waste to just leave the rest.
Don't think Archduke Gustadolf gives two shites. Hurry it up. We need to be done here before Glenbrook catches on to us.
Sir.
Roland and House Wolffort succeed in reclaiming Glenbrook, but they cannot rest easy, for new dilemmas threaten to tear the kingdom apart. For one, the secret of Serenoa's birth come to light with Lord Simon's passing. Meanwhile, the newly crowned King Roland struggles to reconcile his ideals with reality after punishing the Royalists. Finally, there's the truth about the Roselle and the untapped salt crystals buried within the earth, revealed in a book to Frederica from her late mother. None of these revelations have an easy solution. As all parties discuss the matters, they receive word that the survivors of the Isfrosti army are gathering at the Grand Norzellian mines. Forced to put all else aside to focus on driving out their foe, Serenoa and his comrades steel themselves for battle.
The remnants of the Isfrosti forces are gathering at the Grand Norzellian mines. Or perhaps I should say they are rallying there, preparing to defend it to the last.
Something tells me you're right. Gustadolf may have used Lord Dragan's murder as pretext for invading Glenbrook. Yet I believe his true aim was to seize control, not of our kingdom, but of the mines.
Once Glenbrook fell to them, Esfrost did indeed continue mining operations, with notable zeal. Apparently, they transported huge shipments of what they excavated to the Duchy, too.
You mean iron ore?
One would assume as much. but we do not know for certain. They say only a chosen few were allowed to have anything to do with the mining or transport.
Odd, ain't it? Granted, the iron from the Grand Norzelian mines is supposed to be decent stuff.
But the Duchy has access to plenty of other iron mines of comparable quality. They've certainly no need to go to such pains to obtain resources from this one.
You reckon there's something special about it?
What my mother wrote of must be true. I've returned from scouting the Grand Norzelian mines. There were no signs of miners or couriers anywhere. The enemy's numbers do not appear that great, but the soldiers were occupied with some task within the mine. I cannot say exactly how many they are.
Thank you, Hewitt. Well done. Well, there you have it. The Asfrosti army is scheming something at the mines. Whatever they are planning, we cannot allow them to continue unchallenged.
Then let us reclaim the Grand Norzelian mines. And in doing so, we shall discover the Duchy's aims in due course.
We're really running low on named characters who are obviously evil to kill. Hey everybody, welcome back to more Triangle Strategy. I'm SlayerMathis, and last time we took out the Royalists by killing Patriot, and this time we're not going to do any story advancement. In fact, well, okay, we did a lot of story advancement to be fair, but there is something else that's a little bit more important for moi. You know, I just remembered, my son's birthday is coming up. I wish I paid a visit to his grave once things settle down. I want to do some grinding, because I'm very low on levels. Very low on levels. I'm going to go for a Desperate Assault. It's because it's the highest level 1, to be honest. The Conquering the Arena is one of the best of all of the, it's one of the most well-used, one of the best, whatever you want to call it. It's used a lot. That's the point I'm getting at. It's a mock battle that is used pretty often, but you know, this one we can get 12 people, as well as it is also just killing the boss and losing all of our units as our fail condition. So we can presumably try to rush this guy up. I've never done this one before, so I don't actually know how difficult this will be, but I mean, we are on low ground, which is a bit of a shame. So actually, you know what? I am going to... Where is our... No, not Moving Bagel. Vanguard Scarf. I'm gonna give that to Jens, just so I can get a ladder up. Because I feel like that ladder will be quite nice to have in place. What's your movement, Jens? 5. So you'd have to go around. So first of all, let's set you there. So 1, 2, 3. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That'll work. That'll work just fine. Alright, let's just begin the battle. Again, just want to clear this out because I just want to get to grinding, honestly. Very low on levels. We are very, very behind on our levels. Probably get everyone up to like 26, 27 maybe.
I'll give it my best.
And we'll set up shop right here.
This should do it.
There we go. Thank you, Jens. As for Anna, Anna does have surmounts, which is very nice. I didn't even realize that Anna was over here. I purposely put the, what do you have? You have Spark and Frigid Silence. So I want to be careful with how I set my people up.
I shirk from no danger.
Prepare to face the dawn spear.
And Maxwell will be really nice once we get him up to having that,
hunt is on.
having his traverse skill. I think it's traverse that it's called. That's the one I'm thinking of.
Allow me.
Pretty sure it is. And Groma has some pretty good jumping ability. Not bad for an old lady.
Shan't miss.
Just want to jump a free, I think. Raise morale! Oh, Jesus, that's strong. Okay, that's a lot.
For the honor of House Wolford.
Okay, again, want to move to spaces where we can't have multiple people hit by frigid silence. Probably means that we'll be drawing out sparks, like so. And hey, I succeeded in my goal of not drawing out frigid silences.
Time to take action.
Alright, so Yulio, move you up. Yeah, they're just really focused on bolstering up their boss. Hawkwo, that's fine. I wanted them to go after the decoy. That's why I had the decoy there. Makes sense.
You won't beat me.
You know, kind of forgot about that possibility. Him just sitting on top of the ladder. Huh. Right. And I presume we can't reach you no matter what. That's fine.
Are you in need?
Flanagan, you can
I won't stand for it.
catch it from behind, that's fine. Yeah, I guess we'll probably just loop around back. We should be able to take out that. It's what, like 50 damage or so? 29 is 19, that is 48. That sounds right. And we can't use skills. That's also correct.
Prepare to face the dawn spear.
Maxwell! God, Maxwell's so cool.
For the honor of House Wolford.
And Jens, I'm gonna want to get over to Frederica pretty quickly.
Now I end this.
Battle Mage, okay, okay.
The hunt is on.
Hewitt. Almost kill you right away, but nah. Really? I know there's definitely there is certainly some angle that we could reach.
Shall I? I shan't miss.
Just bop you. Luckily, no timing required on this. Absolutely nothing required.
Faithfully till the end.
Let the show begin.
Yu-Gi-Oh! And right, that's the thing with Piccolette. I can't really, or rather, don't really want to use anything of the item variety when grinding, just because, well, the item losses are permanent. Surprisingly good dodges coming in from Roland.
Well met.
And from them too. We're just everyone is evading except for Groma, who's supposed to be evading. Of course. Well,
Flames, heed my call.
if there's something ablaze, I might as well take advantage of Magic Ablaze. It's not a good skill, but whatever.
You did that one well.
Fury you. Flanagan is a pretty decent unit, but just not so great for the last mission. It's the big thing there.
My shield.
Test my shield. 35-29. That is hold up. 64.
For victory.
Something like that. How much damage do we do to you? 30. be
You
worse.
don't stand a chance. I shan't hold back.
I shan't hold back. And...
By my spear.
right.
Then where shall we strike?
Rigid silence. Let's then go in for the... yeah, let's just focus down... I probably shouldn't focus down on the shield bearer.
Here I come.
I'm really only concerned about winning this mission the first time. Just because... well, after this...
Allow me.
since I'm just going to be using using it for purposes of grinding, I can lose the battle all I want.
I shan't.
Alright, Groma, you can move ahead. Nicoletta, you can move ahead as well. 4 damage.
I'll take it from here.
Julio! What up, buddy? Let's give Maxwell a little bit more strength.
Big help.
Battle Mage, are you too far away to use Frigid Silence? Yes, you are. This one definitely isn't, but he doesn't have the TP for it. Roland can actually die now, which is...
A wasted effort.
good. Finally, I don't have to rely on Roland surviving.
You won't beat me.
Alright, Eridor. Bonk, bonk.
I cannot lose.
One thing I wish is that Magic Blaze could be so much better if it just also removed her taking damage from Blaze tiles at
We will
all.
make our ideals reality.
At your command.
I eventually want to find out if it's possible to get
Out of my way.
100% resistance to anything really, to any type of
Victory is within reach.
magic. Presumably, then you could actually use Magic Ablaze and not have it be a terrible move. terrible ability.
That went well.
He's a healer, unfortunately. And there's a lot of mages.
Here I come.
Lots and lots of mages.
Not a nectarine
Once
dog.
more.
54,
to my
not
last
bad,
breath.
not bad.
Shall I?
Groma, you can run down here. You know what? Let's just throw out the in tandem on Frederica. Yeah, you'll have enough for Blazing Chains. That does actually count as a back attack, which is very nice. Blazing Chains, we can get you down quite low. Down to 144. Where did the mages goes? 4, but not enough TP. 7, that's the healer, with enough TP. Okay. Let's heal up Flanagan.
That was most welcome.
I'm pretty sure that we already got this. Oh, and he's on a blaze. Okay, yeah, that's... Oh, and Yulio's still up. Neat. I mean, not gonna do anything with it, but it's still neat. Sure. Whatever.
Is this how it ends?
Yeah. Okay, well, that's perfect. So, do 20 there.
That went well.
And fly over. Hi, Eridor. I also didn't realize you were still up.
I am at your back.
My turn.
And Anna can finish the job. So long as she hits both of these, that is. And actually, she only needs to hit one, I think. So yeah, pretty simple on that one. Pretty high level as well. I mean, from what I've seen of Conquer the Arena, that is still a better one. Just because everyone is really bunched up and your AoEs can do a lot of damage there. This one very spread out, but I just want the higher level so that I don't have to spend as long grinding. Also, there were a few things that we could do. Let's get Cordelia up to level 2. Either increase duration of regen or DP cost of elude. Yeah, do the regen. And, I mean, Corentin's really is the only person that uses parchment. So, congrats, Corentin. Welcome to having more stuff. Meeting my end in battle would be such a bad way to go, but there's still a little something I'd like to do before that happens. Death would just have to keep waiting. Oh, I can probably buy, like, most of these. I almost certainly can't, but... yeah, another 4. 3, rather. And as for our next elite, Anna. Just because I really like Anna. She is a very good unit.
I await your orders.
Indeed you do. I probably should have done Maxwell at some point, but oh well. That's fine, he still is stuck to his level 1. But... oh wait, no, I will still do this. Anna, you get your dagger boosted up. That's very important. Spara... extra movement is actually pretty nice. Plus a little bit more damage. A lot of the weapon skills aren't great. I don't actually know what that one is, but I do like Gila. Ooh, increasing range. That's actually very good. Piccoletta, I like using. So I'll just boost hers up. Otherwise, so we got Yulio, Hasabara, and Flanagan. Think of those, I like Hasabara quite a bit. Then Yulio costs some Electrum. And we actually still have enough for Flanagan. Alright. We will grab that, and I think that will be, well, really it for a while. Well, a while for me. But next time, we'll be advancing the story and actually being adequately leveled. But until then, see you guys later.